It's 1953. Dwight D. Eisenhower is president. The Korean War is finally winding down. I Love Lucy is one of the biggest shows on TV, and Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz can't even be shown sleeping in the same bed on screen. Think about that. A married couple, real life and on the show, and the network wouldn't show them in a double bed. They had twin beds. Twin beds. That's the world this book was published in. Women had only had the right to vote for 33 years. The birth control pill wouldn't be approved by the FDA for another 7 years. And that wouldn't happen until 1960. Marital rape, not recognized as a crime in all 50 states until 1993. Let me say that again. 1993, not 53, 93. I was alive. Many of you listening were alive. In 1953, a woman often couldn't open a bank account without her husband's permission. She couldn't get a credit card in her own name. That didn't change until 1974 with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. In many states, a woman couldn't serve on a jury. The idea that a wife's body belonged to her husband was not some fringe belief. It was codified in law and in culture. And in medicine. Medicine was overwhelmingly practiced by men, researched by men, written by men for men. Women's health, and especially women's sexual health, was viewed almost entirely through a male lens. The female body was understood in a relation to what it could do for men: bear children and provide sexual satisfaction. Sigmund Freud's theories were still enormously influential in 1953. And Freud, his deeply problematic heart, had declared that there were two types of female orgasm: the clitoral orgasm, which he considered immature and neurotic, and the vaginal orgasm, which he considered the only real mature, psychologically healthy orgasm. This theory, which has been thoroughly debunked, caused incalculable harm. It told generations of women that if they couldn't orgasm from penetration alone, something was psychologically wrong with them. They were immature. They were neurotic. They were, and here's that word from our text, frigid. So when we read this passage, we have to understand that it wasn't written in a vacuum. It was written in a culture that fundamentally did not see women as full sexual beings with their own autonomous desires, their own anatomy, and their own right to pleasure. And it was written by someone who, however well-intentioned they may have been, was swimming in that water.